Hello, Twitch, hello, YouTube. How you guys doing today? Hopefully your day's good. My day's good. Hopefully your day's awesome. My day's awesome. Oops. One thing I forgot to do. In my rush to do this. There we go. Now you can see my avatar. Alrighty. We are in Final Fantasy today. And I finally did it. I defeated the dreaded Q boss. And I actually got in. And I'm going to stay in for the rest of the stream. Yes, I started late because I was fighting the queue. Unfortunately, I cannot stay any longer than normal, so I will be shutting down here in 2.5 hours, which I apologize for the short stream. Not my fault. I would have preferred to just get going right away, but the Final Fantasy Endwalker Early Access queue sucks. It is going to get worse with when the actual expansion drops. Give me a moment, and I will drag down my guests. Joining us is Clarica, Miss Rells, and G, or Armsman. I don't know if Miss Rells is there.
Am I?
Ah, there you are. Say hello, please.
Hi.
And I don't know if G's there, but if you are, say hello, please. Alright, let's get to it, shall we? I am in the storyline up to the point to where I have got to go check out the tower with the shield talismans and my fellow scions, and I think I'm coming to a dungeon here really quickly. How is John doing today? I haven't heard from him.
He doesn't have his headphones on,
Oh.
and he's not in channel, so
He's probably working on writing or something.
he's working on getting in the game.
Oh, is he? Well, if he pops into Discord, feel free to drag him down, please.
He still doesn't have his headphones on, but he's in channel now.
Or is he? And then he can quote the Tom Petty song, "Stop," or Tom Petty and Stevie Nicks song, "Stop Dragging My Heart Around." For those who know that song, which is a very good song. I have done it. I have beaten the Q boss. And instead of seatbelt check, I think you should change the company board to welcome and congratulations on defeating the Q boss. The mighty and terrible Q boss.
Yes.
Or something along those lines. Alright, here we go.
My spacebar is still going, by the way.
Yeah, you might have to restart.
I am not restarting this game.
No, I don't blame you. It will be tomorrow before you get in at this point.
I think I'll start getting in like at 3 o'clock in the morning. Maybe I can get in.
Yeah, you know what? When you work, just log in when you get off work and then go take a nap and then come back and you'll be in.
No, it will have disconnected.
I know. I was being silly.
If the login queue actually worked like it should, maybe. $733.
Seemed appropriate. Oh, okay. There we go.
What?
I opened the first first dungeon.
Yeah, I said you weren't far.
I didn't realize I was that close. I figured there'd be some cutscenes and some small battles with our group.
Nope.
Okay. So now I'm waiting for Cleric and Arby, or whoever wants to go to get to that point. So I'm going to swap to Reaper and work on Reaper.
Well, I'm already there.
Yep, I know you are.
I'm getting on in Clerica, so I'm gonna have to catch up that way. Cause I'm not gonna get on Luna Kitten because I have to go through that stupid queue again. It'll be faster to get up there than it is to go through that queue.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it really will. Currently, I'm repeatedly running Paddleton with a trust, trying to get the chess piece of aiming.
I am going to do the hunts and berry quests in the Crystarium and then swap to doing trusts to level Reaper to 80.
Trying to decide how I went to level Sage, because I don't really want to do dungeons until I know more than just mash the keyboard.
Well, if you would like, we could do the Palace of the Dead thing. I would be more than happy to do that for you.
It's a possibility. As I said, I'm currently in Puggleton though.
Yeah, well, I'm busy doing.
I want that chess piece. I want to make a new dancer glam. Damn it. Stop giving me materia. I don't want them. I keep opening a box and it's just like, you have materia, and it's just like, fuck off with that. It's either materia or a piece I already have.
Miss Clerica, when you and/or RB gets in, let me know and I'll go over real quick how to put the compass on your ball. Because I'm sure you probably won't remember by the time you get in.
Hold on a minute. Okay, say that again.
I said when you and/or RB get in, let me know, and I will go over how to put the Aether Compass on your bar again, because I'm sure you won't remember by the time you get in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I feel stupid about that because I saw a message that said it's been moved to your collections and I didn't even know what that was.
Yeah. Well, appreciate the link. I totally forgot that they were doing that. But once I got the collections window open, I was like, oh, I wonder if I can just drag this to the bar. And that worked, so.
I guess that was something they added because I don't remember seeing collections before, but
They've had collections for a while. It's just previously they always used it to other situations and
Oh.
to 429.
Yeah, when I got that level, I was like, yay!
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole freaking ship shortage is just annoying.
Yeah, I know.
Screwing with, you know, your ability to get hardware if you want to build a PC. Even though, as far as graphics cards go, scalpers have a pretty tight hold on that.
Yeah.
Those are actually returning to normal slowly, though.
But I refuse to pay a scalper for a video card.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Well, like I said, at least you have the means of going to the one store there in
Micro Center.
Micro Center. Thank you. I blanked on the name for some reason. And they do try to keep stock. I do know that.
Well, when we're ready, we'll go look. Probably another month or two.
Why did I kill that? I'm so used to always having scissor jaws, and I dropped down here in the lower part of Amarin by the end, and I'm instantly like, okay, let's go kill scissor jaw. Wait a minute, I don't have scissor jaws on my list. Don't. Kidnap the sandy mole. No?
No.
That just popped into my head while I was killing sand moles. Thought it was
There are
silly.
There are names for people like you.
Silly?
And keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, she could probably give you the medical term.
Oh, then my brain will hurt. Well, how has you guys' Final Fantasy experience been? Have you been able to get in and enjoy Endwalker? I know I'm doing Shadowbringers content right now, but that's only because I'm waiting for my group. And they're currently trying to get in. They're fighting the Q boss as it is. I should be able to handle everything up to Raktika fine. Even Raktika I should be okay in. It's the upper part of Amaring, or upper part of Kalusia that I would be worried about. And then the Tempest. Let's see. Furry Crocs and White Gremlins. Why does White Gremlin sound like an alcoholic beverage?
Ah, fuck me.
No thank you.
What happened?
I was 322 away and I got disconnected.
Oh no! Get back in right quick, maybe it'll save a spot. I know that's like asking a lot, but yeah, White Gremlin for some reason reminds me of White Russian. And that, of course, is an alcoholic beverage that Clarka makes.
Arby usually mixes that one
Arby,
pretty well.
This Clarka enjoys.
Oh, everybody enjoys what Arby mixes.
I don't know about everybody.
Yeah, I will have to take your word for that. No offense to Arby and making drinks, but I'll drink. I is diabetic. I have a medical reason. I'm sorry, Miss Clarka. I was looking forward to you to get in too.
I'm sure she is as well. I hope she does.
What's the queue
Can't
like?
get past the data center.
Oh. You gonna come in on Lunakin now, or?
No.
Okay. Just asking.
Yeah, I think in this situation, it's best to do what you can on your main, and then
Yeah, I'm interested in checking out the customization options for the Bunny Boy, and possibly making a Bunny Boy. Well, in fact, I probably do Bunny Boy, but I'm not going to do it with this queue situation being what it is.
I don't think you can make new characters right now anyway.
Yeah, you can. AFK a second.
The character customization option is still open, but whether or not there is a server that will actually take the character is another story. However, if you just want to go and look at the new stuff, you can just click create character and browse things. You don't have to actually, make a character.
Okay.
You can back out of it.
Alrighty, I'm back.
Welcome to.
Thank you. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get these flower baskets first. Alright. Trying to move without my mount. These quests give so much experience, even... Well, I haven't looked to see what they give after... Well, 320,000 experience is still pretty good. Let's see, Buko, Werewood, and a couple of quests here. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit the button. Every time I do this fleecy wool gathering quest for the fairies, I keep thinking, I wonder if Miss Rells would actually turn that one in. Or would she keep the fleecy wool?
What are you saying on the teeth?
I'm saying you love stuff of that nature. And I don't know if you could control yourself in that situation. Like I got a Bitsy basket up that I need to go beat down. I gotta go beat down a Bitsy basket. Say that 5 times.
Apparently, I can't get back in.
I'm sorry.
He said I was having to sometimes restart my computer before we left. But I don't know if that's the case with you or not, but it's something about. Alright, now I think it's snailing and the rest of my... We'll do snailing first. I'm going the correct direction. I will follow the marker on the map because I believe that is that quest. Go say hello to a couple of pukas, and then go say hello to werewoods. Oh, I guess I only needed to say hello to one puka. We shall carry on as wayward sons. We'll have peace when we are done.
Clerica Runewolf has logged in!
Yay!
Took me how long? If I was able to get in and like you set like 3,000 something, okay, fine, I can go make lunch.
Yeah, I've been on here since 11 trying to get on, and stream is 2.5 hours late. I feel your pain.
Mm-hmm.
The whole
Hey, I
getting
haven't
me
been
down,
able to get into the queue today.
the whole getting me down to 17 and then bumping me back to over 2,000 was just rude.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
I had 4,800 yesterday. But managed to get in after an hour and a half.
Rude like the treasure boxes in this dungeon.
Yeah.
Either giving me materia or dungeon pieces I already have, and it's just like, I just want one thing.
It's like, no, you cannot have. You are not allowed. Alright. Right here by Workendorf, or whatever. Take a chocobo, or excuse me, an Amaro back to. I'm gonna be lazy.
Uh-huh.
I do like that with the scythes I've seen so far, they have like a folding effect when it's on your back.
I'm mixed.
Well, that way I don't feel like I'm gonna walk around beheading everybody.
Oh, but that would be so much fun.
The only ones that would be safe would be Lalafels.
They would just be kneecapping everyone.
Don't tell Zycrin.
It'd be great if they had a fatality voiceover.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the folding on some of them looks okay. I just wish they had done the folding a little differently, and some of the sides I think just look silly.
Talk to Miss Zycrin about your Scion questions, by the way. Because like I said, her and Arby are the only ones that I know of that have
You mean Sage?
Sage, yes. I keep
What?
thinking Scion because there's a class in Path of Exile called Scion, and it's using. She would had some questions about it.
Less questions, more of just trying to figure things out because all of the names are ridiculously over the top fancy without correlating much with their actual effect. And just, it feels very fiddly. Like, I can't just slap a shield on someone, I have to hit a button and then slap a shield, and then if I want to apply another shield, I have to hit a button and then slap a shield, and it seems excessive.
And I told her that I had not picked up Sage yet, so I can't comment. I can help her with Reaper, but not Sage.
Well, I don't really want any help at this point other than I want to play it from level 1. And I want to see how the skills build on each other.
That sounds like a perfect candidate for Palace of the Dead.
Yep.
Or Heaven on a High, one of the deep dungeons.
Well, Heaven on High, I don't think starts at level 1.
I think it does.
Might. Been a while since I've been in there, and I haven't been in there all that much. And I don't really know why.
We don't do that one as much.
I mean,
We should get back into it. It was fun.
Yeah. I know I used Palace of the Dead a lot for alt classes from 1 or whatever to 50.
I think it's mostly just because not as many of our group have Heaven on High unlocked. People need to get through Palace of the Dead and then open Heaven on High, and people just haven't done that.
Well, no, to be fair, the main 3 do have it.
Yeah.
Let's face
You
it.
need to get Cycron in there, though.
Yes, we do. Let's face it, I mean, the core group for us is Clerica, you, and myself. No offense to anybody else, but we're usually the ones doing stuff. I would include Arby in that, but Arby...
Doesn't like Palace of the Dead.
Well, he I don't think he's completely and totally happy with Final Fantasy, but he comes in here and does stuff with you. Which makes sense. As I see it right now, he's not really happy with any game. So.
Right.
And he has RL stuff. And I don't mean to be offensive. If I was offensive, I do apologize.
Nope.
So Alize is that player that as soon as Limit Break fills, she hits it.
Oh, she's Clerica. Gotcha.
Hey,
Am I wrong?
I take offense to that.
Am I wrong?
Yes.
Because as soon as it fills, you're either telling somebody to use it or using it. One of the two.
No, it depends on what's going on.
What's that? I had 72 and I got a new ability. Didn't even notice it. Oh, do I have a... Wonder what level I get the next Reaper quest at. Because they have 70.
It's 73
Is it 73?
for the next Reaper quest.
Yeah, they're the Reaper and Sage, of course, are the only two classes with storylines from 70 to 80. Because then you wouldn't. That's how you get to know the class.
I
That
haven't
one.
gotten to 73 on my Reaper yet. I just remember what they
Said, yeah. I didn't remember what they said. So thank you for remembering.
Well, again, the NPC, it basically,
Yeah.
after you do the quest, she has a red one, so I wanted to see when it unlocked.
Yeah.
And it said 73.
Yeah, I think there's a little message at the very end of the quest too that pops up. But okay, let's see what this new ability is. Increase damage dealt by self and all nearby party members by 3%. Oh, it's a buff. Cooldown 120 seconds. 2-minute cooldown. 3% for 120 seconds? Seems a little excessive. Let's see. Wood eyes. I can do wood eyes. Iron bears, which are up here. I will attempt to do these. I might be able to do these now that I'm 72. I might actually be able to hit them. We will see what level they are. I know the ones in the Tempest I still won't be able to hit much. These are 78. These are going to be... Why did I do that? Can't see that. Missed. Surprised my combo didn't. Yeah, the last part of my combo did miss. My dude missed. That one hit. Let me do this. There we go. Alright. Only needed one. Good. That was a pita. Let's go take out the wood eyes. Wood eyes I won't have any problem with. Is there anybody available to help me with my Tempest hunt?
Yeah.
I have to kill wood eyes and then I'll be ready to go to the Tempest.
I'd be happy to help you. Let me just finish this.
I am out of the dungeon.
Okay, I can throw an invite your way.
Trying to sell all those stupid materia that I don't want. And it insists on giving me.
Yeah, unfortunately, they say in Trust that the rewards are lessened a bit.
Well, she's getting him out of boxes in dungeon, Trust dungeon. He's looking for certain.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But they say on Trust that the rewards are different, and some bosses
I
that
see.
give stuff don't give stuff when you run it as a Trust.
Well, this is a hilarious problem. So I tried to ring to you and then start flying to you. Spacebar is still working, so I'm just going up.
Nope.
Where are you?
Levitating in Kalusia. Just
Yeah.
going up.
I was looking for your dot.
I'm over Still Tide
See that?
and going up.
Can you hit your mount button? No, I guess that wouldn't work. Looks like you can move a bit.
Oh, I can still go forward, but I can't go down. Teleport. Teleport the group.
Okay. Let me get over here. And I will teleport us to the cups.
At least I hit the ceiling.
Did you get that? Okay.
Yes. I'm off the fucking mountain. No more flying.
Unless it's me. The Tempest swallows, so I need to figure out the orientation. Once I do that, I can figure out where. Oh, okay. Well, I just happened to go in the right spot. Right direction.
Arby might get a hoot out of this.
No, he'd probably just say, welcome to my world. With all the keys, he gets stuck.
I keep hoping that it'll just die out, but
Oh, there we go. These guys. There we go. And that was all I needed. So I get back to Crystarium if you like.
no, I'm gonna head back to Limsa.
Okay. But then don't take that teleport. I apologize. Thank you for the help.
Go back to mugging Pagelson until it gives me a chest view somewhat. Unless you want to do something else.
Well, I was just gonna level with trust from 72 up. Can I do Dunmeg yet? No, I need to be 73 Dunmeg. Okay.
Alright, here we go, folks. The trust system. Okay, let's do this. Oh, the Exarch's a paladin. Interesting.
Yeah. His DPS is Black Mage.
Yeah. And his
His
healer's
healer
white.
is White Mage, and then his tank is Pally.
And I found that interesting. They made him the jack of all trades character.
Well, he kind of was anyway.
I believe they mentioned in passing that he deliberately learned more things so he could be of more use to you. Because he's a frickin' fanboy.
Yes, he is.
Well, that has a cool effect.
Hmm?
Oh, sorry, I was talking about the my spell ability. My new one, it has a cool effect on it, or it has a cool and sparkly.
What was Thancred before he became a gunbreaker?
Rogue.
Sam, I'm surprised they don't let characters who had other classes, the NPCs, switch between jobs. Except for the Exarch, no.
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
Minfilia is now rogue, so
Yeah, but It's an interesting question. Why wouldn't they let Thancred be a rogue? Especially if you did, well, the trusts aren't available for under level 70, so.
No, true. But I mean, was Alisaie always a red mage, or what was she starting
Yes.
at? I think
Yeah.
I thought red mage was added.
She actually didn't really have a class before Red Mage.
She didn't really fight before any of that.
Yeah. She tried the healings, but it didn't suit her, and she finally found something with Red Mage that suited her. Or was it Arcanist she was trying? She one of the two.
Arcanist.
And she never really made it work, but she really found her way with Red Mage. Which the Red Mage trainer didn't actually train her fully.
Well, I believe it was she was not very good at Arcanima. She liked the physical aspect of Red Mage, the swordplay and stuff. But she wasn't very good at the white magic part of it.
Oh, okay.
I think that's how the story went.
It's been so long, I can't remember.
She's much more of a stabby Red Mage than a casty Red Mage.
Ooh, that had to hurt. I hope they give you an AoE ability which applies the debuff. Just tabbing to each mob and applying it twice is a little annoying.
Talking about the summoner?
No. Reaper.
Reaper?
You have a Shadow of Death as a debuff. It's also an attack with 200 potency. Applies a debuff. And you can stack it up to 2 times for a full minute. I use it rotationally, but when I'm in a group and I want to apply that debuff, I have to tab each one. So I'm hoping they give you some way to apply that AoE. Oh wait. Oh, there is one. Just didn't read the tooltip that close, evidently. That's why it's not a combo AoE. Okay. That makes sense now. Go on, Graha. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared. Get in there.
I'm with you.
Let's give them a show.
Protect me!
Okay, first boss down. Where's my box? There it is. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break here, folks. I'll be right back. I'm back. Oh, by the way, Miss Clerica, did you find the Aether Compass?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So forgive me, folks. I got a little peckish, as Arby would say. I grabbed a snack. Got some crackers.
I had to say one thing about the Trust is I really wish they used their AoE skills. So just single targeting the whole group down.
Well, Alice loves to use her AoE limit break. Haha.
Haha.
That counts, right?
I'm just watching Raha cast Fire and Blizzard, and there's this huge mob, and it's just like, come on. Fire 2, please.
$4,045.
Oh, hey, you made it into the queue at least.
And at about 750 less than yesterday. AFK, I'm going to put something in the microwave for lunch.
Alpha no, thank you.
I don't get what's going on here.
Howdy.
Hi, Artie.
Hey.
So I have a stuck key.
I don't know what's going on over here.
I'm trying to get over there. What are you talking about?
So there's this part of the quest where you're basically chasing after this little bouncing lantern. Sorry, that's the alarm telling me I have to go check the laundry. I'll do that in a second. Anyways, so there's this part of the quest where you're chasing this little lantern, Drunken Deepa.
Mm-hmm.
I went chasing after it. It got to a spot.
And it's saying ether charging, stand back.
Right.
Back
Now-
up until the message changes and then run forward.
Back up until the message changes. Okay, because I backed up a pretty fair distance. I don't know how much further.
Does he have a ring around him?
No?
Okay. Back up until the message changes and there's a ring that appears on.
Yeah, well, I didn't actually move. It took several long seconds before the ring appeared. Could
Yeah,
be lag.
sometimes. Yeah, it's probably lag. Did anybody else feel in that quest like they were following Trey?
No.
I thought the lantern was cute and I wanted to keep it. English, please.
I think I found a quest that is another Ronkin Great Worm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. And it is an Aether Current unlock. That you've probably done. In fact, you should have done.
This one came up quicker.
I've done literally all of the Shadowbringer side quests except for in the Tempest.
No, this wasn't Shadowbringer. It was stuff.
So is what?
New stuff.
New stuff.
And I don't want to say too much about it. In fact, I probably already said too much.
How many extra talking points are there in the city before you go to the Last Chance Cafe or whatever it's called?
I think 2 or 3. Let's see, there was the one talking about the book markets. And then there was one other. Okay. So the trust reaction to a stack marker is kind of counterproductive in a bit, in a way. Because they all stack in the center of the room. And expect you to get there.
Well, when I've had it in this one, they've all been chasing me down.
Is that right? Yeah, in Holminster Switch, they are definitely going right to the center of the room.
Oh, they should, because that's the easiest way to get out of it.
It's a stack marker you're supposed to stack with others.
I know, but it leaves something on the floor.
Yes, that's true.
This Clemmy has betrayed me. It's full of seeds.
There we go.
So be it.
Not a bad bit of reapering, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, I think if they took the 2 panels of the key items and quest items that you don't use, and then they shifted them over to all of the armory slots and divided them evenly between them, I would be totally happy. Because right now you just have unused space, wasted space. Because you never get enough quest items or key items to fill that up. Just my opinion. Oh, that was a mistake.
Leave the healing to me.
And I'm back.
Welcome back.
You underestimate me.
Oh, on my first crash of the queue.
Oh no. Hopefully it won't take you as long to get back in.
We shall see.
What is it, your current?
Did Clerica show you how to get the Aether compass back on your bar?
She shows me nothing.
It is a menu item now. You go duty collections, it'll bring up another window, and your Aether compass will be in there. You just drag it to your bars.
Back in, and nope, I didn't lose my place.
Yay!
I say put the yokai medallion there too.
Mm-hmm.
I can only figure they decided to make the quest item bag for quest items and stuff like, you know, hunt
There'll be nothing left
tickets
of you but a smoking crater.
exclusively.
Well, they have way too much room for those bags, and by them taking stuff out, it really makes less sense to have it that large.
I think in the case of the Ether Compass, it was more of people kept complaining about discarding and not being able to find their compass again. So they just made it an ability instead of a discardable item.
And the bitch is, I didn't see it mentioned in the patch notes, but I don't know if I read every single patch note.
They've been telling people for a while. I do remember them telling him, I just forgot about it when it came time to patch. Of course, there's so much to this patch.
You can read patch notes while sitting in queue.
Yeah. While you're fighting the Q-Boss. The all-powerful Q-Boss.
Good, it took me 2 hours to fight the Q-Box.
Q-Boss Extreme.
I sense you wanting to say another F word in there instead of fight.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, trusts do give a lot of experience. I will say that. I went from just over 72 to almost 73 in that one. So I will continue to run them.
Yeah, the only real change I would make to the Trust AI is to use the frickin' AoE abilities.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it may be too much for them. I know they said they had a lot of problems getting it working enough so that it would do mechanics. I'm actually amazed it works as well as it does for the few times I've used it.
It does work well.
It works very well.
And I don't think the AI is that easy to program.
No, which is why it's not like an immediate fix this now. It's just like this would be greatly improved if. Because as it is now, killing any group of mobs takes forever.
Unless you have good AoE yourself, yes.
Well, Dancer's not bad at AoE, and it's still taking me forever.
I'm not having too many troubles with groups on Reaper.
By the way, did they do any major changes to Dancer? I haven't really logged mine in.
No. It's just a little quality of life stuff. But no restructuring of the class.
Oh, thank God for small nerfs.
So I'm guessing that there's nothing else to do in Charlian other than being a hub.
It appears to be the endgame hub.
Because
there's more to do in Charlene. You just probably haven't got there yet.
well, no, the reason I'm bringing this up is because it's weird that the teleport doesn't have a section for Charlian. It's stuck in others together with Mordona and the other stuff.
Mordona was an in-game hub at one point, so it just doesn't have a country. It doesn't have enough
Like you.
places to warrant its own tab.
I guess.
They'll
To sort
probably
of-
change that. in upcoming patches, I would think.
To sort of answer that without giving spoilers away, Charlian is just an island. So there's only so much they can do with an island.
Well, like, yeah, but if you look at the map, then this other place, Radistan or whatever, the Narian area, is an island too, and it looks markedly smaller than Charlie.
It's on the continent of Thavnir, though.
And Charlian is out in the middle of the ocean. Its own country.
The logic, that logic escapes me a bit, but okay.
Think of it this way: they claim no affiliation to any other country, and they're completely and totally neutral. Which, if you think about it, what the hell? Not Router Reach. Mordona is considered.
Revenant Stall.
Revenant Stall is considered. Mordona is considered neutral.
Uh-huh. I
Well,
get
thought Mordona was just the city.
No,
No,
Mordona is the area,
the zone.
Oh, okay.
and Revenant's Toll is the city.
Yeah.
Because Revenant's Toll isn't that big. I thought it was just, like another village.
It's a settlement. It's a frontier settlement of adventurers in
Before
a
the-
neutral territory.
Before the last calamity, there was a lot more there. From what I understand.
Oh, and are they going to open up housing, or is that...
Ishkar
That
housing
was-
is coming.
6.1 or whatever
6.1.
this 1.1.
Yeah. And they're reworking the way that works.
I just wanted an apartment.
Oh, they're making apartment buildings now?
They have
They've
now.
had them. They've had them for a while.
Every housing area has an apartment.
Yep.
You can get an apartment building and a building in the guild house.
Yeah. It's
A room.
cheaper
room.
to get a room in the guild house. Much cheaper. And you get about the same amount of space.
Yep.
Yeah,
The way
interior
the way
decorations
it
are
works
my thing.
currently is you can get one apartment per character and a guild room per character, but you can only have one house per account.
Per account.
Yep.
Okay.
Although if you go to the house of the other characters, it doesn't count. It has to be the one that has the house. Which I think is stupid.
Yeah, I think they need to make that.
Oh, really? That's how they do it?
At
God,
least
that
account.
sucks.
I think they need to make it at least account wide on per server.
Right. And they should be able to do that. I mean, it's just a data point.
They have done things weird.
In other words, all your characters are already associated with your account, so
Yeah.
it should not be much of an issue, I would think.
They are anti-alt. I will say that. Very heavily anti-alt. If they weren't anti-alt, then they would allow you to mail stuff into the characters. And they would do the shared housing thing among all your characters. So as much as they say they're not anti-alt, they are anti-alt.
Oh, wait, you can't mail attachments between characters?
No, you can only mail things to people on your friends list.
Oh, no, I've never tried that. I never realized that.
Not even guild list, friends list.
That's a bad design, in my opinion.
The only way
Yeah.
to do that completely and totally by yourself without having the help of someone else is to throw stuff in the guild vault and pull it out on
Which-
the other characters.
I believe I have permissions set so first tab is open to everyone. But if you don't want anyone taking your stuff, remember to get it out of the tab. First tab is stuff that is for anyone to take.
Yeah, in other games, I mail stuff between my characters all the time. I only have one character in Final Fantasy, but like I said, I assumed it would be the same in Final Fantasy.
And people have been yelling at him for it about it for years. Kind of like the whole giving Monk a ranged attack thing. It falls on deaf ears.
Well, they've done certain things to Monk to pretty much force monks to play the way they want them to be played.
Yep.
And I feel they've done that a little more with Monk than they have with other classes.
Yep. It has not been well received.
I mean, I actually, after playing it a bit, I like some of the changes, but like I said, there's some stuff that you can tell they are trying to pigeonhole certain things and say, you can only do it this way.
If they have their ideas that they don't want to change, and we'll never change.
Let's give them a go.
I think I finally got this keyboard to stop.
Oh, cool.
I just went and unplugged it.
Oh, there you
That
go.
works.
Oh, was the macro running internally on the keyboard?
I don't know, but whenever I tried to tab to a text field, it would just continually enter spacebar, although my character had stopped hopping around like a mad person.
And when she hopped on a mount and started flying, she went up and stayed up. That was kind of funny.
So I am uninstalling that program,
Okay.
and you are going to send me the other one that actually works.
As soon as I get out of this trust, I will do that. This other program is a generic program that's been around for a very long time, so there are numerous tutorials on how to make it work on YouTube.
Login crashed again. And I was clicking and alt-tabbing.
Yeah. It's not a guaranteed thing. It just looks like there's a timeout. Timeout function to it. That's it.
Alright, updated the company board.
Okay. That was an oopsie. Alrighty, let's see if he will jump in here. Go Crystal Exarch. And
Nope, didn't lose my place. Thankfully.
knew there was a treasure coffer around here somewhere.
I think I'm gonna hit the next level before I get the chess piece I want.
Yay! Alrighty.
I'm really liking the Reaper so far. I guess that does last a good while. At this level, the AoE is a little bit boring, but that's okay. I have a feeling I'm going to get a better AoE a little later. Or perhaps a combo one. Has anybody messed with Dragoon at all this expansion?
Oh, a little bit. It appears they've baked Blood of the Dragon into abilities now.
Yeah, I remember.
You don't have to keep refreshing the gauge. Which is great, because I never remembered to use it anyway. Or at least I never bothered to use it because it was always expiring.
Alright. How's our being Clerka doing on the story?
Doing okay.
Good.
I take some time out to have a talk with my daughter.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
At least if you're in the iron chains and almost, they will get you out.
There'll be nothing left of you but a smoking crater.
That's good.
Okay. Now I'm level 73. I can do Stone Meg. I can also do my class quest. For now, I want to take a real quick break. I'll be right back.
And drop from the data center again.
I'm sorry. I sympathize.
Hey, yesterday it happened to me like 5 or 6 times.
It's like every half hour.
No, it seems pretty random.
Huh.
Okay, so maybe I missed something. Maybe I'm not paying enough attention. I'm not sure, but I'm confused to sell right here.
Can't help you.
I'm sorry.
I can't help you.
I said I'm sorry.
What's your question?
Just something that's going on with the quests here.
Because I've done all the quests up past the first dungeon. Storyline.
So I've got this quest where I went on these dodos to this little outpost. I talked to the soldiers, and then the kid tells me that he's got to stay to do some stuff. He tells me to hop on a dodo and go continue doing what I'm doing.
Right.
Okay. Then that turns into 2 quests. Let's see. Oh, okay. No, ignore one. Sorry, one of those is actually an unlock. Anyways, that's not the one I'm having the problem with. Anyways, the one I'm having the problem with is the boy's errand one. I go out there. I get on the dodo. I go out there and I get to a spot, and it tells me keep going this way, keep going this way. All of a sudden, when I look at my mini map, the arrow that's pointing me to it disappears, and the only thing that appears is an arrow pointing me back towards the town.
Oh, did the dodo drop you off or no?
No,
Because the dodo's supposed to drop you off at the location once it gets there.
No. That's the previous step of the quest. This one, I am on a dodo that I am actually controlling myself.
Yeah, when you get to the correct location, you'll see another one of those glowing circles on the ground. Go through that, and the dodo will dump you.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
So
have
the problem I'm having is getting to the correct location. Because if I'm looking at my mini map, you know the little kind of sort of yellowish arrows that are pointing you where you're supposed to go.
Mhm.
If I look at the mini map, I head out to an area up here. Okay, just in the middle of a bunch of mobs and stuff, and the arrow that's telling me a boy's errand and is pointing me to continue going east, which is the way that he told me to go, disappears. And then an arrow on the left reappears, and if I follow the arrow to the left, meaning pointing back west, it's just pointing me right back to the town, to the little, basically to where I started the quest.
Yeah, as I recall, I had to follow the path that he said. He said, there is a road you have to take, and I wasn't even looking at the map. I just went down the road and hit it.
Yeah, that's not following the road is not the way the.
I remember there was a certain path he told you a direction to take, and that's the direction I went on the compass, on the road.
Yeah, he said go east. But the road doesn't actually go east. The road goes southeast and then northeast. So I'm assuming that means go southeast and then turn left on the other road and go northeast.
Oh,
Anyways, I found the thing you're talking about, the glowy area.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not marked in any way, shape, or form, which is really annoying.
No, I agree. I remember that I have the same feeling you did. I was just like, that's when I went back and read the text, and you went, "Oh, do this and this." And I said, "Okay, let me try just going this way." And I'm like, "Oh, there it is."
Mr. Ells,
Mm-hmm.
I linked you to the program Auto Hotkey, and I also gave you a link to a bunch of YouTube tutorials. There's lots of information. I've never used it myself, but it is widely used, and there's lots of information on it.
What are you trying to do with auto hotkey?
She has a Red Dragon keyboard, and she was trying to put a macro in, like I have.
And it broke my spacebar for a while.
Okay. So I'm trying to remember if auto hotkey is the one I'm thinking of. There is one that lets you remap every single key on the keyboard if you want.
I don't
However-
particularly. I just want to set up a pattern.
Okay. I don't know if auto hotkey again is the one I'm thinking of, but there's one that just lets you remap keys on the keyboard, and it remaps them at the registry level. So it's
I
not a good
don't want to remap keys. I want to set up an executable pattern.
yeah. You want to do a macro? That's what I'm saying. I'm not sure if auto hotkey does full on macros.
It does.
Or does it? Okay.
Hey, the queue says 1979. I just got my driver's license.
Okay, this is just an FYI. The software I was thinking of is actually called Sharp Keys. So that's you're fine with auto hotkey. Just don't use Sharp Keys thinking that it'll actually do what you expect it to do. It's really just a remapper.
I guess it's useful if you want to turn your keyboard into a Dvorak keyboard.
Yeah, or for example, I just used the registry hack to do it, but I turned off my caps lock key because on my current keyboard it's a little bit oversized, and if I'm not careful, I keep hitting the caps lock key instead of the A key. So I turned off the caps lock key and just turned it into a regular shift key. And then I went and I remapped one of my G keys, M keys or whatever. One of the basic keys that I don't normally use, and I that's out of the way, and I use that as my caps lock key.
No, that's not a bad idea.
Although what happens if you want to type an M?
No, not the M key. These my keyboard just like Logitech keyboard has G keys. my keyboard has these things called M keys,
Oh,
which are
okay.
basically like
Okay.
macro
Okay.
keys.
Okay.
But I actually did that remap. I did that remap with the keyboard software, but the keyboard software that I have didn't like remapping the regular caps lock key, so I had to actually go into the registry and hack that. It didn't mind making any of those M keys, any of those macro keys into a caps lock key, but it wouldn't touch the original caps lock key for the keyboard.
I'm to the point where I'm following the drunken Deepa.
Okay, you're not far behind. Not far behind. Like I said, drunken Derpa or Deepa or whatever it's called. Just its name makes me think I'm following Trey. You're having issues with that quest 6. Please.
Will do.
Oh,
So you're gonna get this as a pet?
I think it's cute.
I think it should be a pet.
I'm using something for this quest that I think Miss Rels would love. Maybe Miss Clerica as well. Blood scented candle.
Wood scented?
Blood.
Oh, blood scented candle.
Why would
Blood doesn't
like
smell
a
very
blood-
nice.
Yeah.
No.
Well, they are the
Thinks I'm a vampire.
resident mass murderers.
Doesn't mean we think blood
Excuse
smells
me.
nice.
In what way are they mass murderers?
Okay, Clark. Gotta go to this side of the dungeon, and the quickest way to do it is right here. But there's a box on the other side of the instance, and all these mobs are in my way. I'm killing.
That's not mass murder, that's treasure hoard.
Well,
Okay, that I will agree with.
That's just cleaning up.
Leave no one treasure in turn.
That's why I don't follow Rels all the time, because when I go, hey, wait a minute, the dungeon's going this way. Oh, she must be going after it. Just she knows.
or Rels is doing a hunt one day. Clerica comes and helps her. She only needs a couple. They kill everything in sight.
Hey,
Those were
experience.
frogs.
Yep, frogs must die. If there's a frog within 50 feet of me, it'll attack.
Gives her the tongue.
I don't remember. Do they have frog attack mobs in Final Fantasy?
Oh, yes.
The Nixes in Mordona. The frogs in Farmvale.
Hmm.
There's at least one frog in every zone, it feels like.
Oh, I mean, those are toads. I mean, those are big, giant things. I thought you were talking
Frogs,
little
toads, whatever you
frogs.
wanna call
okay.
them.
And sometimes it's kind of changes species and becomes iguanas. like in Almaring.
Mm-hmm.
Kaluja too.
Oh, Lucia, yeah. If it's got a tongue and it's going to reach out and grab somebody, it will reach out and grab Clerica.
Well, she tastes good, I guess.
And then there's a mob in the new content that I've seen somewhere. Looks like it has a body of like a Godzilla, but it has a really long tongue. Like a lizard tongue.
I wonder if it's that thing that's right in front of this area that I'm at. I haven't tackled with it, but I've gone past it a couple times and it's chased after me.
I cannot fly on my personal mount from 12's Wood to Old Dock. Do it in a straight line.
Yeah, I think it's this thing you're talking about. It's called the Pisaka.
Uh-huh. Got the body of Godzilla and it's got the tongue of certain types of lizards.
Yeah, and it's kind of weird.
Armor thing.
Yeah, with like little curly cues, I guess is the best way to describe it.
Mm-hmm. Trying. So, kind of have an agreement going. Harvey, you didn't hear this unless Miss Clark told you.
Like I said, she hasn't told me much of anything.
To go ahead and go to. Don't have to wait for everybody. Just go ahead and go to the first dungeon or the next dungeon in the storyline. But if you get ahead of everybody, don't tell anybody anything about the story. If you end up doing that dungeon like leveling roulette, do not tell anybody anything at all about the dungeon.
Uh-huh.
And if you wish to talk to somebody else who's farther up in the story, if somebody else is in the channel who hasn't seen that part of the story, go to another channel, please. But also, don't stay down there in another channel for it. Because like with Clerica, we don't see her as much. We miss her and we like spending time with her.
Ah.
Yeah, see, the rest of us can go hang.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Well, with Arby, he's going to be off the game often on here. A little bit.
Yeah. So I don't know what those Godzilla frog tongue guys do. I just killed one. He didn't seem to do anything other than come chasing after me.
Alright.
He didn't seem to drop anything on the ground or anything of the sort. He just, like, kind of sort of just a strength monster.
Yeah. I just noticed they had a long tongue. Like, certain...
Yep.
I didn't know if he would or not.
I frankly didn't pay attention to it until you mentioned it.
Okay. Oh, that's what I was doing. Truss. And I can move up to Zone Meg. Oh, and I have more available. Good.
Let's give it our all.
What? Oh, I'm the other DPS. We need a healer.
Our fates are not yet sealed.
Let's try Urianje as a healer. That's another thing I'd be interested to do when the queues get down is look at my Astro and say, oh, they did that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I gotta admit, I don't see how they expect queues to get less as the expansion progresses.
Well, as it goes, people will finish the story and no longer be on as much. It happens with every expansion in every game. But with the queues actually stuck around the entire time in Shadowbringers, but it got to the point where it wasn't a bad queue.
Well, I mean, part of the reason why they stuck around is as they were beginning to die out, Blizzard took a giant steaming shit all over themselves.
True.
And then all of those players evacuated over here, bumping up the people logging in again.
Nope. They say they've never seen these levels of concurrency before in Final Fantasy XIV, so...
Well, that's because they now have all of the Blizzard players, too.
Yep.
This Blizzard became stupid to the nth degree. Well, they didn't suddenly. They didn't suddenly become stupid to the nth degree. They just...
Yeah, they've been doing it for 20 years. They just finally...
Their antics finally came to light.
Yep.
Yeah, Q Extreme is the name of the boss. In Stormblood, it was Robon Extreme and then Pippin Extreme. Now it's Q-Boss Extreme.
That was Robon Extreme and Pippin Savage.
Oh, okay. Is it Q-Boss Ultimate?
Yeah. Because at least with Raubon and Pippin, you could go up and do other things.
I'm waiting for the joke. So how long is the story quest? Oh, about 2 hours or 20 hours in game. 17 of that was waiting in the queue.
Right. There's already some... You can tell they're salty ex-WoW refugees. telling people to stop white knighting for this game isn't as great as it's made up to be. But they're getting called out.
I mean, no game is.
Kotick just laid off another 200 QA personnel.
Yeah, no game is
Counting a
perfect.
record quarter of profits.
Yeah, no game is perfect.
But this has to be one of the first games I've found that actually treats its player base with respect and not just as money generators.
Alrighty, let's get this guy taken care of. Go, Gadget Dankra.
I mean, just compare the quote-unquote optional items in this game versus all of the other games out there.
This game's optional items are cosmetic, unless it's a mount.
Well, there's the boost, but they are not rammed down your throat anywhere near like other games. And you don't have in-game adverts for them. It gave me a minion. I don't want a minion. I want a chess piece.
But you can show off your minion no matter what level you are.
Want a chess piece. Also getting really bored of running Pagothen.
Working on getting to the new dungeon.
It doesn't seem to me that I'm anywhere close to it.
You are ahead of your wife.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying it. But if she says she's working towards a new dungeon, I don't feel like I'm anywhere close to a new dungeon. I'm still just doing quests.
Cannot say.
Yep, me neither.
I know the answer, but I cannot say.
Yeah.
I don't care. I mean, it's like,
But Teresa might, so.
yeah.
Keep your guard up.
I have one small issue here.
Let's give them a go.
Let's see here.
Prepare yourself!
It's Halloween in the queue. I'm at 10:31.
Ah.
Trick or treat?
Yeah, more a trick these days. Taking a long time to get to the treat. And kicked again. Yeah, this time I think it was the 30-minute timer.
Go gadget stand cred.
And got back in and didn't lose my place. Still at 10:31. So
That was a
cool,
trick
I
and a
guess.
treat. Got a trick and a treat.
Yeah, I guess I need my adrenaline pumping a bit since I was just reading my phone.
And the treat was candy corn.
Yeah, I like candy corn. Yellow marshmallow peeps, on the other hand.
I like microwaving peeps.
Ugh, that sounds awful.
Just watch them inflate.
Don't they become all gooey?
No, they inflate and then they shrink and kind of turn into a taffy-like thing.
Ooh, treasure copper. Don't mind if I do. Helps if I run the right direction.
Here it does.
Can't help it. It's Stone Meg. I got distracted by the pretty.
And that's how the pixies get ya.
Yep. Or the Falcon in this case.
Is it sad that when I get to 831, I'm finally thinking, oh wow, I'm close?
No. Because I celebrated when I got to about that level. And then I celebrated again when I got to about 400.
Yeah, I started at 4,800, so yeah.
I got kicked out twice in those low numbers.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
second time it took me about 5 tries to get back in.
Yeah, it happened to me yesterday. I kicked it around 500, and it took me like 4 tries to get back in. I thought I was like, ah! That's when I got in, I just said, screw it, I'm going to go as far as I can go. Because, yeah, these 2-hour wait times are ridiculous.
I shall protect thee.
Although the interesting thing is, yesterday a couple of times it actually displayed my character information on the character selection screen. That was neat.
Nah, it's done that to me a couple of times.
Alright, another boss down.
So I have a problem in scheduling. I need to double check with the wife. I'll check with you in a second. Let me just finish this one quest here. Yeah, this is nothing but cutscene after cutscene here.
Prepare yourself.
Okay, Thancred, I'm trusting you to jump in here. Attack! Thank you.
Okay.
Horsey, Thancred, horsey! Good boy. hate it when the mob moves when you're just hitting your positional button. I should say turns, not moves.
Prepare yourself. Be gone.
On guard.
Okay. You know what's shitty? The rogue characters in the Trust, while you're running Don Meg, you know the tightrope part? They can freaking jump across with their freaking abilities. So annoying. I'm the goddamn warrior of light. I should be able to. Oh.
Yep, kicked at 479.
Oh.
There'll be nothing left if you got a smoking crater.
Oh, got back in on the third try.
Still low.
297. So hopefully I'll get in before the next kick.
Yay, level 74. Hell's Gauge. Really? Huh. I'll have to look at it. Oh. And that will bring us to the end of the day on the stream, folks. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed my coverage of Endwalker and Leveling Reaper. I haven't started Scion, or excuse me, not Scion. I have not started Sage as yet, but I will do that on Jarek probably after the queue comes down, unless I finish story and everything on Silver first. You guys have a good night. Be good to one another, love one another. Remember, if you don't put people down, you bring everybody up. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, donate, leave a message, leave a comment, ring a notification bell for notifications for when I do go live. Whatever it is you feel comfortable doing on the platform you're currently viewing me on. Have a good night, everybody. Everybody say good night.
Night.
Good night.
Good night.
No Gracie? Good night, Gracie.